Hi, good day, everyone. We're so glad that you are joining us for the best year ever. How to have massive success in 2019. I am your host, Mwali Henry, and this is my lovely wife, my best friend, my partner, my everything, Chantal Henry.
On all day.
What I admire so much about Chantal, she is not just a mover and shaker, but she is my partner in life, in this mission, in this vision, and moreover, one of the key things I really admire her in our company, she is the COO, the Chief Operations Officer, and some of her key things she will never let you know. She's a beast. She has traveled to so many countries in the world as an international speaker. She's been the communications director for the Ubuntu Institute in South Africa. She has a love for the continent, and she has a love for the vision that we have to help people build that legacy, not just leave a legacy, but to live a legacy. So Chantal, I'm so glad that you're here with us today in this powerful opportunity where we want to give people the best year yet. How to have massive success.
Absolutely. It's truly a pleasure just to be in the building with you as well. Well, not physically there, but we are connected nonetheless because Coach Mwali, in case you guys don't know, you'll probably tell from his accent that he is an international transformational coach. He doesn't just take your life to one level, but he takes it to the maximum God-given level that each of us was designed to live. And so I'm so excited and honored not just to be your wife, but also to be your partner in helping folks with their best life. So this series that we're doing is going to give you some tips, the ones that we've used, the ones that we've helped clients use in order to have massive success in 2019.
Yes, so this is going to be a specific 5-day challenge. So we want you to take out your notepads, take out your pens, get yourself prepared. You would see the link below. We're going to have some free giveaways, and we're also going to have some high value content in addition to what we're going to be sharing with you. All right, so there's no sneaky stuff. We're telling you in advance. There's going to be a very specific offer that we're going to give to you, and there's going to be a specific journey we want to take you on in 2019. But before we go there, before we talk about the offer, before we talk about the value exchange, we want to play together. We want to share some sweet secret sauce, some nuggets. We're so happy to have a powerful coach like Susie and Lisa Nichols really mentoring us through the process, and with our entire life experiences and the things we've learned, the things we've applied, we want to help you begin to set the tone, begin to set the gear. Right now in 2018, people are gearing down. All right, some people are getting into the malaise. They're like, okay, I'm on my last quarter, I'm only thinking about Christmas, all right, the holidays. They're thinking about celebration, they're thinking about family. But we want you to prepare. It's always been said, it is better to prepare for an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So we want to prepare you for the powerful opportunity, a positive opportunity that 2019 is offering for you, and we want you to be positioned so that you can be set up for success.
That's right. So in the spirit of Christmas and the New Year, our first video, this one right here that you have exclusive access to, it is all about, you guessed it, celebrating your wins. Because it's going to get to you.
Where's my clappers? Where are my clappers? I'm going to have my clappers next time. Where's my clappers?
You're two clappers. You're two clappers. So we're going to share with you how to celebrate your wins effectively so that it can propel you toward massive success in 2019. So the first point, the very first thing that you need to do to celebrate your wins. I know some of you are thinking about champagne. You may be thinking about, going and taking that extra drive to your favorite restaurant tonight. But it's not about that. It's not about spending money. It's about investing in your future. More specifically, preparation. That's the best way to invest in your future. And Mwali's going to share with you exactly what that means
So when we say investing in your future, you have to locate yourself. Where am I right now? I remember when my first time I went to, I believe it was Perimeter Mall. It's a huge mall, and it's definitely a gazillion the size of the traditional malls you'll find in Trinidad on this small island. So when I went to Perimeter Mall, there's so many floors, so many different places, and in order for me to know where I would like to go, I need to know where I am now. So my wife said, look at the map, and when I looked at the map, it says you're right here. So we all know that as we think about 2019, before you even think about 2019, you need to know where you are right now. And where you are right now is a testimony or a reflection of the journey that you took to be here. So before we talk about grand plans, before we talk about things that we desire to accomplish, where we're like, skipping double dutch, we're waiting just to jump in to our 2019, I want you to know where your feet are planted. And where you are right now is a testimony of the entire journey that you have taken through in January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July is a special month, especially July the 18th. Hint, hint. August, September, October, November, December. You have had so many great breakthroughs that it's important to celebrate those wins, because when you reflect on what you have gone through, it's going to refuel you, it's going to invigorate you, it's going to remind you about what you have already done. Because sometimes we have big goals, but we need to look at those micro wins that led us to those huge celebratory goals. So I want to challenge you today. Think about those wins and celebrate them. My wife would know about this example so well. Our son, he is going to be 18 months, and one of the key things that I remember about him is that every little thing he does, we will celebrate him. And he insists on doing those little things because he's looking forward to being celebrated. So we go, yeah, and he claps. If he takes something off the table and you say put it back, he puts it back, and he looks to me and he's like getting ready to celebrate. I want you to think like that childlike spirit on the inside and remember some of those wins. So I want Chantal to share with you some of our wins as a company, as an organization, as a family, some of those small wins that we are celebrating. And because we celebrate about those wins, we're excited to move forward into 2019.
That's right. So just two of them that I think of immediately was the fact that I was able to nurse our son for 11 months. Yeah, that's a huge win. As you know, nursing is a feat in of itself, and so that was one of the wins that we celebrated as a family. In addition, in 2018, we purchased our first home. Yes, guys. That is a huge win. And right now, my husband is getting it renovated. So these are some exciting wins that we have personally. And for our clients, we have created over a dozen best-selling authors. Right? Wow. So this is an exciting time, not just for ourselves, but also for the people that we are called to serve. So those are just a couple of wins that we reflect on, that we celebrate. And I want you to put this lesson into practice. And you can do that by just taking some quiet time, maybe it's in the morning or the evening, and use this sentence starter. I am proud that and complete the sentence. You don't have to have a long laundry list about what you're proud of. Maybe you're just proud that, for 3 days straight you were able to wake up and spend 10 minutes praying. Or perhaps for 3 days straight you were able to cook dinner for your family, right? There is nothing that is too small for you to acknowledge. And the reason why we do this is exactly what Coach Wally said. It's because what gets celebrated gets repeated. Yes. And we are whole people. We're not just compartmentalized, right? Sometimes we like to play like, we could just be one way at the office and one way at home, but everything fits together. It's interwoven into who we are. So we must acknowledge and celebrate every aspect of who we are so that we can be excellent in those aspects of our lives. So those are
Wow.
just the things that I wanted to share.
Wow, wow, wow. I love what you just shared. We are whole people and we want you to celebrate every aspect of your life. Every aspect. We don't want any part of your life to be left aside, to feel underserved, underdeserved, uncelebrated, forgotten. So we want you to build some categories where you're going to write down your wins. So under the category of family, what are some of the small wins that I had this year? Chantal mentioned with you, we talked about being able to, I said we, because I was part,
Oh
I was
yeah.
part of the breastfeeding process, guys. I'm just giving you a little insight. When I remember when we were in the hospital, and the lactation specialist came in and they were talking about the time it would take and etc etc. And my wife, she was just expectant and anxious. She wants to be able to breastfeed, and I would be there with my hands massaging her breast. Guys, I was a lactation specialist, all right.
Don't let too much detail. There are a lot of women who need your type of help, and that part of that coaching is enough.
No, we're talking to our family. This is family here. If you are listening to looking at this video, as Chantal said, we are giving you exclusive access. This is behind the scenes. Usually this series is only available to our mastermind clients. People who are part of our mastermind have one-on-one coaching, one-to-many coaching, but because you are having this material, this is our gift during this season to you. So I remember I was just there massaging, and she would be like, okay, and she would be sensitive, and I would take a teaspoon. Now my coach says, don't tell me, show me. So I'll take this tiny teaspoon and I would massage and make sure the colostrum comes up, and I'll just get 1 teaspoon. I'll feed the baby and do it over again and feed the baby. So that was a big win for us when milk started to flow.
Woo, it flowed, it flowed.
We had bottles upon bottles, and we were storing. And for me as a father, I was really excited to know that my wife was just so happy, because it was something important for her to breastfeed our son. That was a win for us, and every day we've seen the benefits of breastfeeding. All right, so we don't forget that, and the reason why we remember this, because it fuels us for 2019. When he turns 2, we know the foundation has been able to help us to build a platform and now to build a structure. All right, so one thing is connected to the other. So family, that's one category. Business, that's another category. Talk about some of the wins in business. Health, what are some of the wins you've had in health? Maybe you've been able to get rid of some of the sweets, or lessen your sugar intake, or exercise more often. You've moved from 0 days to 1 day, or probably 2 days. All right, what other category, Coach Chantel?
Yes, you can talk about the wins that you've had with other relationships in your life.
Relationships, yes.
Yeah. And so when you're celebrating your wins, it gives you ways to look back and your milestones, right? Our life is built upon a series of milestones and events. And so without that acknowledgement of where we've been, then it's difficult for us to know where we are going or what we would like to repeat.
Yes.
Right? And so celebrating your wins is always about reminding you of your journey. Celebrating is a form of gratitude and appreciation. We live a life that is built on having an attitude of gratitude. And this is so important, especially if you are a coach, if you are a speaker, if you are new to entrepreneurship, if you are a seasoned entrepreneur. This is so fundamental to your success. And if you have not celebrated your wins in the past, and I'm talking about those small wins, not when you close the 6-figure client, not necessarily when you close that sale that you wanted. Yes, those get celebrated all the time, but those micro wins are critically important.
Definitely. So guys, as we close off, I encourage you, get your journal out. This is your homework. Build out those categories. Write down those small wins. Put them up in your office space. Remind yourself that you've won before, and 2019 you're going to do better this year. Remind yourself that when you face obstacles, when we do our non-profit work in Trinidad, we record the children and their testimonials and their breakthrough moments. And the reason we do this as coaches is so that when we hit some tough times, when the funding isn't going the way we expected for the second quarter, those celebrated moments fuels us in our present to push past every opposition, because we've won before and we're going to win again. Alright, so when you celebrate, it reminds you that victory has happened before and is going to happen again. So 2019, we want to encourage you that make 2019 the best year ever. Write on those small wins, post them up. Let January 2019 come face to face with your victories of 2018, and let the new year say, hey, we gotta surpass those victories. We gotta go new levels, new opportunities, new momentum, new speed, and it's gonna fuel you for your future and your destiny. So we are your partners in prosperity and possibility. I am Coach Mwale.
And I'm Coach Chantel.
And we look forward to seeing you for the second season as we talk about living your best year ever. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye.